Magandang araw mga kabugtaw. Biyernes na naman. Maraming exciting na nangyari ngayong linggo. Ngayong araw, August 15, na may meeting si President Putin saka si President Trump sa Alaska yun na pag-usapan yung gera sa Ukraine. I hope they can reach a settlement. Wala na talo na yung Ukraine. No peace. Walang kapayapaan. Bakit nga ba walang kapayapaan ang mundo? Ano bang nangyayari? Si Trump tong nagkakampanya, sabi niya, I will end the Ukraine war. This is not my war. This is Biden's war. Pero nang nakaupo na siya, pinatuloy niya pa, ginatungan niya pa. No? We have been promised world peace, no? By politicians, even duty pageants, no? Ang pinaka-paboritong sagot ng mga contestant kung wala na silang may sagot ay world peace. Yan ang sinasabi minsan pag Miss Universe na sagot yan, world peace, no? Every religion prays for it. Mga peace vigil, peace rally, pero wala pa rin kapayapaan ang mundo, no? Yet war, poverty, and chaos never end. Why? Because the elites do not want it to, do not want world peace. Actually, sila talaga ito. Pinapalo ko si Colonel Douglas MacGregor at saka si Professor Jeffrey Sachs. Mga Amerikano yan, pero hindi sila sang-ayon sa ginagawa ng gobyerno nila. Si Colonel MacGregor, sabi itong mga elite ng London at saka Washington, mga bankers, no? Sila talaga yon, they profit from war. No peace because war is profit. Kapag may giyera, may pera. Defense contract worth trillions. Oil, minerals, and land seized. Entire economies run on military spending tulad ng pinag-usapan natin sa MAGA, Make America Great Again. Ang laki pa na dinodonate sa Israel o sa homeland ng Amerika, sa bayan nila walang pera para sa edukasyon, sa healthcare, no, sa mga homeless nila. No? War is profit. If peace broke out tomorrow, corporation would collapse overnight. That's why the war machine never sleeps. Peace is bad for business, and the elite own the business. So, kanina, ganda ng presentasyon ni Camentong Laurel saka sa Ikaado Pagdinawan on neutrality. Kaya pinag-usapan yung mga blunder ni Bongbong Marcos, ang pag-violate sa konstitusyon, sa mga tratado na yung tratado na yun, like One China policy. Tatay niya pa yung gumawa noon, no? Pero parang ginagatungan talaga nila tong giyera sa Taiwan. Ang Taiwan hindi excited. Ang Pilipinas mas excited sa giyera. May gumagawa na sila ng ASEAN, NATO kasi udyok ng Amerika. Pero America, the government of America is also controlled by the elites. And how do the elites operate? Kaya karamihan itong mga elite, mga Rothschild, mga Rockefeller, they are into occult. Hanapin niyo lang sa YouTube yung Mind Games saka Celso Kainglet, Brotherhood of the Beast. Doon pinaliwanag ko sino itong kabal na ito. No? The elite modus is one, divide and rule. Race versus race, religion versus religion, nation versus nation. Itong Islamic world versus Jewish world versus Christian world. No? So many, that's why I don't like religion. So many wars have been waged in the name of God. And I think God has nothing to do with it. No? Nation, itong nationalism, type 1930s, France versus Germany. No? But the world is being globalized. No? They create artificial conflicts so you can never notice the real enemy, the ones pulling the string. Media, the peace killer. Glorify war heroes while hiding war crimes. Lalo na yung Hollywood. Rambo, mga macho, Top Gun. Kung sa totoo lang, in the field, it's not how it is. So, create villains out of internation. Like, na-mention ko na yun noon, yung smear campaign. Sa mga hindi sumusunod sa US, like North Korea, diktador ka, Libya. Si Gaddafi was working for a one Africa, one currency, kaya nagpanik ang West. Kaya, at saka, nang nawala si Gaddafi, pumasok mga kano, Libya was destroyed at maraming Libyans ang nagsisisi kasi ang ganda ng buhay nila noon, panahon ni Gaddafi. Pero ngayon, wala na. Keep you outraged at the wrong targets. Parang itong anti-China, mga chihuahua, inagaw. Paliwanag ko na yan, inagaw na yung teritoryo natin, bully na yung China. Outrage at the wrong target. Talagang spin yan. If the media truly wanted peace, they expose the real warmongers. They never will. Yung mga elites, mga military-industrial complex, they are the real warmongers. And the elite blueprint, peace means people unite. Unity means people start asking questions. Question means loss of control. Pag nagtanong na. The blueprint is simple. Keep the masses distracted, divided, and desperate. Distracted, divided, and desperate. Kapit na sa patalim. Distract mo sila ng kung ano ang issue diyan. Then, of course, divided. Duterte versus BBM, pero wala rin. BBM, wala namang followers yan. Yung mga nakikinabang lang. Economic enslavement, na-mention ni Carmen Tonto na talagang sadya talaga ang economic hardship sa Pilipinas so that many will join the army. Kapit sa tali, many will go to war. No peace without stability, but debt ensures instability. Utang. Ilang trillion yung utang natin, tapos nakawin lang naman. Nation drowning into loans become pawns, forced into selling resources cheaply, joining foreign wars, opening markets to corporate pillage. Buti na lang niresisto ng ibang bansa, lalo ng Africa ngayon, they're nationalizing the resources, lalo na sa Burkina Faso, si Captain Traore. The illusion of progress. They tell you every war is the last. Ay, World War II, last na yun. Actually, it's World War I, last na raw yun. Tapos World War II, last na raw yun. And now, we are in the midnight of World War III. And ang nakakatakot sa World War III is the realities of nuclear weapon. Sabi nga ni Scott Ritter, yan din paniniwala ko. Kung mag-nuclear war man lang, gusto ko ay within the radius para patay agad. Ay, hirap kung mabuhay ka pa sa fallout, radiation, magka-cancer ka, matagal kang mamatay at walang gamot, walang kuryente, walang pagkain. Sa Bible asa yun na sinabi na the living will envy the dead. They give you peace treaties, peace prizes, peace summits. Hindi naman susunod yan. O yung pinaka-peke dyan, yung Nobel Peace Prize. Imagine si Trump. Mahatma Gandhi really deserved a Nobel Peace Prize. So bakit yung concept niya ng satyagraha, non-violence, pero bakit siya hindi nabigyan ng Nobel Peace Prize? Siyempre, kasi kalaban ng mga Briton. Nobel Peace Prize yan, it's a Western instrument. Ang hinahangaan ko talaga niyan yung sa science, pero yung mga peace niyan, wala yan. It's an ideological apparatus. But while leaders shake hands, defense budget quietly rise. It's the theater for the masses. Ano lang yan? Optics. A united world would end elite dominance, so they will keep us afraid, divided, and dependent. Yun lang style nila. We are afraid, divided, and dependent. And a united world would end their dominance. The real war isn't between nations. It's between the few who control and the many who obey. It's between the few who control and the many will obey. Alala ko nung 60s, 70s sa Amerika, yung mga protest sa Vietnam War. Ang gaganda ng mga kanta, Peter, Paul and Mary, uh, Where Have All the Flowers Gone, Blowing in the Wind, Woodstock, no? Gaganda, Thorn, no? And the people were divided against the war, kaya it collapsed. Can the people be divided? It's not impossible. But who is the ideological apparatus or instrument that keeps them divided? Religion, no? Religion can always be used, no? May tatlong uncharted cities daw na really controls the world. Washington, the military; London, the banks; Vatican, your faith. No? Magkakonsabat yung tatlong ito. No? But it's not impossible. I like the Chinese saying that says, it's better to light a candle than curse the darkness. So in this chaotic world, we will continue lighting a candle. We will not lose hope. No? Aasa tayo. And we will push on. And way back in the 60s, ang ganda ng kanta nila. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. One day. Vietnam protest song yun. We shall overcome. I believe in that. I have faith. No? That we shall overcome no matter how small we are. As long as we are lighting a candle, we shall overcome.